And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got Diamond Dynasty Baseball tonight. It's the Tigers taking on the All-Stars. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And towing the slab, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
All right, ready to get underway. Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Shortened the bunt and missed it, 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, Boog, here's a nugget on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Well, he rarely travels without his tiny, fluffy dog, Mikan. Mikan is named after a famous mandarin orange from Japan whose peel nearly matches the pup's fur color. I love that name.
Pitch misses inside, and the count is even 2-2. Swings through it for the K. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. Kyle Tucker stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. That's down and in. Next pitch off the plate. And it's 3-0.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
And Kyle Tucker will take his base.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Manny Ramirez will hit next. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Now a check swing, but he held up.
That's big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing instead.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. That's one way to quiet the crowd. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0. One down. And now here is Jim Edmonds. That's towards center. Judge is under it. Nabs it. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Mark McGwire. Just missed.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
And a swing and a miss there.
1-1.
And he blows that one by him at 100.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out. Back here in Cleveland. And starting this one, Chris Sale.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Fernando Tatis Jr. leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this. Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a miss. Sale picks up the strikeout. So digging in, Derek Jeter. The shortstop takes the ball. And now it's even up.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And misses inside.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
2-2 the count.
Out to center. Edmonds settles under it. He makes the grab. And there are 2 outs. Here's Kyle Tucker. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
And that one missing low. Swings and misses and 1 down below the zone.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a nice here in Cleveland. And now the switch hitting catcher, Ted Simmons. Yamamoto back to work. Liner, base hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
At the plate, Larry Walker handles, throws to first. A heck of a play from his knees. Now it's the second baseman. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. This one in the dirt, throws down to second, but he scrambles back to the bag. Just missed. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate. 1 out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Now the third baseman, Paul Molitor. On the ground left side, 6, 4.
He's out.
3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues. Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Bounce to Santana. Puts the tag on him, leaving the box. Back now at Progressive Field. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. And ball 1 to Judge.
Judge enjoyed success at the major league level right away. He hit 52 home runs as a rookie, breaking Mark McGwire's record, and became the first Yankee to win Rookie of the Year since some guy named Derek Jeter.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And the batter now, Manny Ramirez. That's a slider for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 down, bases empty. Kyle Teal, the next to hit. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Late that time, and it's strike 2. 2 outs, bases empty. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And we're back, top half of the 3rd inning. So here's Kyle Tucker now. First pitch doesn't find the zone. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. And that one is downstairs. 2 balls and a strike.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Next offering is down low. Squirts away a little bit. Way out front for strike 2. Tucker gets his lead at first with nobody out. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. And now the center fielder, Jim Edmonds. The other way, and that's just foul. Comes up empty.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
In the dirt. One out and a runner at second. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And here's the first baseman, Mark McGwire. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's bad. He's got it, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. Breaking ball inside. And that's ball 1. Swings and chases a low one there.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Right through there for a strike. Ball 1 there. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Ellie De La Cruz. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. De La Cruz, 23 years old. Usually a shortstop, but today starts at third.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And strike 2.
One thing he has to remember is that he does not have to cover as much ground. So those balls to his left, remember that you got a good shortstop that can make the backhanded play for you.
Now 1 miss.
2 strikes.
Another one, and that makes it 7 on to the 4th. And now Ted Simmons. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
What do you got?
And Joe McDonald says he went around. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. Just off the inside corner. Ball 3. Judge has it sized up. And there's one down. Now it's the second baseman. Walked his first time. Swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
It's in and out of his glove. Quick feed to second for one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Paul Molitor getting ready to hit. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Outside low. Ball 1. A swing and a soft liner. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here in Cleveland. Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. Well, Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Jeter forced to get out of the way of the first pitch. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Tucker now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And that's a little bit high. And it's a ball and a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here comes Aaron Judge. Struck out looking at his first at bat. And a swing and a miss. Jeter, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that one is inside ball 1. And now 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That missed by a lot. And now it's filled up 3-2. Got him swinging. So he cracks double. Here in Cleveland, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. Yamamoto back to work. Tatis moving under it. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Tucker up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at 1 down low. That one almost got him.
No strikes.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
All right, Siggy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam.
He was all over that one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Grounds one to short. Jeter. Off balance speed. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back now at Progressive Field. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez.
Well, these players just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
The 1-1 is fouled off. On the ground right side. Gets to it with a slide. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. So up next, Kyle Teal. Struck out swinging his first time. Not close with that one. Ball one. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Alfonso Soriano will hit next. Struck out swinging his first time. And it's fouled away.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Fastball is outside. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And he gets tied up right there.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
That one 95 to finish him off. All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's going to be Jim Edmonds.
Now pitching. Jose Alvarado.
And takes low for ball one. Alvarado measures 6 feet 2 inches, 245 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. And that's the first out. Digging in, Mark McGuire. 0 for 2 in this one. And there's a strike.
0-1.
They say it went. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Ramirez going back on this one. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
Swing and he breaks his back. Soriano makes the play, and that is that. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Fights it off, he'll see another. Good job to fight that one off. And Sale deals. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. One away, bottom of the sixth. Now the third baseman, Ellie De La Cruz.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 down. So the lineup flips over, and the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. So they turn things over to the righty, Felix Bautista. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And the pitch. Hot shot to third. Zips it to first. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches. Larry Walker digs in now.
Larry Walker.
And the first pitch misses in the dirt. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off. William Contreras.
Now pitching.
Ball 2.
There's the strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he takes the strike. Next offering misses down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Soriano sends it to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Here's the second baseman. He's 0 for 1. And that skips in the dirt. Check swing, called strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next pitch is outside. On the corner for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Here's the third baseman, Paul Molitor. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And now the 0-1. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Back here in Cleveland, set for the last half of the 7th. Now the number 2 hitter, Derek Jeter. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And that's outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Triple digits on that last pitch. And here is Kyle Tucker, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. That's strike 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Tucker hauls it in, 2 away. Aaron Judge at the plate. Slider misses outside. Late on that fastball.
1-1.
Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. Ready to begin the 8th. And now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Jacks back to work. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases. and pick up a run.
Throw on to Santana. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Tucker, the next to hit, takes ball 1. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty.
2-2 the count.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. So 2 down now, and here is Manny Ramirez. Check swing, called strike. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one misses in the dirt. On the ground to third. He gets there with the slide. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Here in Cleveland, here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. First pitch just misses. Swings through that one.
So hard to touch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97.
Ball 2.
As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks
2
juicy,
balls,
and
2
by the
strikes.
time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 away. Here's the catcher, Kyle Teal. Matt Strom comes on now.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Swings through that one, out in front that time.
0-2 is the count.
Misses outside, and that is ball 1. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And now Alfonso Soriano in there at the knees. 0-1. Swings through that.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure,
No
you've got
ball,
4
2
pitches
strikes.
you can work with, but throw something you can commit.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Back now at Progressive Field. All set to start the 9th. And this one. Here's the center fielder, Jim Edmonds. So now a pinch hitter, Ryan Braun.
Now looking for a little insurance here to start the 9th, Boog.
Judge is there. Puts it away for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Next to hit, Mark McGuire. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Davis, a tall lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So a man aboard, Ted Simmons. Now at the plate. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. McGuire, the base runner at first with 1 out. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Tatis really on his horse for it. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field. Pretty well struck. Ranging back. On the warning track, and hauls it in.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
And now it's William Contreras. And ball one. Late on that fastball.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Third out, and that ends the frame. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Rob Dibble.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Misses inside, and the count 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. He's 2 outs away. De La Cruz, the next to hit. Infield looks like they're expecting a bunt with speed at the plate. And that one misses up and in. And it's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
1-1.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1's the count.
They're down to their final strike.
No ball, 2
Dibble
strikes.
is just 1 strike away. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. To first, and what a play. Ball game.
Well, low-scoring ball game in this one. 2-0 game, few errors, pretty clean. That's kind of what you want to see in terms of defense and pitching. A couple of runs was all it took to get the W today.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Welcome from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in Queens, New York. MLB The Show just about set. Starting on the mound in this one, Paul Skeens.
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to. Misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Ready to go now. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Cut on and missed at 101. And we're underway from Queens. And that clips the inside corner.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
The 0-2. Pumping serious gas at 102 on that one. So digging in, Derek Jeter. And a strike on the outside edge.
0-1's the count.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Now a chance for Kyle Tucker. Swings and misses. And that is strike 1.
0-1.
Late with the swing there.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out this. Back here at Citi Field. And our pitcher tonight, Ubaldo Jimenez.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Ellie De La Cruz, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. The throw to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Here's Kyle Tucker. And first offering is fouled off. Jimenez, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Ball 1 there.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Manny Ramirez stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Next offering is in for a strike. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to.
Makes the grab, and that'll do it. Back here in Queens, and now the center fielder, Aaron Judge. Now Judge drives 1 deep left field. Ramirez going back, leaping, and it's gone. It just got out of here. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Edmonds grabs it on the run.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Alfonso Soriano now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Cut on and missed at 101. And the count is 0-2. Ring him up, says Darryl Parker. That's a strikeout. Next is switch hitting first baseman Carlos Santana. That one not close. And that's ball one. Ramirez off of first with 2 away. Now 1-1.
I got one. Ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. And we're back. And now it's going to be Jim Edmonds. Jimenez back to work. And that one fouled off. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
That's down and in.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Next pitch just misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And there's a ball. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. So up next, Mark McGwire. Slider right there.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And now Ted Simmons. On the ground to first. And it's through for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Larry Walker getting ready to hit. And that one fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
That one missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That misses. And that's ball 2. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. Now it's the second baseman. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Check swing called strike. That's strike 2. And ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. On to the 3rd inning. Now the 3rd baseman, Ellie De La Cruz. Swings and misses. And that's strike 1. De La Cruz goes 6 feet 5 inches, 200 pounds. Usually a shortstop, but today starts at 3rd. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, what a stop. Fires to first, and that's a great play for the out. So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He's 0 for 1. Swings through that one.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Now at the plate, Derek Jeter. First pitch misses. He was late there, strike one.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command in both locations.
And it is 2-1. And that's outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate. One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it. Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
That's down and in. Check swing, and he went. That is strike two. Swing and a miss, and that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Paul Molitor. On the ground right side. Steps on first for the out. So the batting order turns over. Ellie De La Cruz will hit next. He's 0 for 1. Check swing, called strike. 1 out, bases empty. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing, a high fly ball hit the air, left center field. This one's got a chance. Forget it! A shot to the opposite field. And this game is tied. It's 1-1. Tied up here in the early going. Up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Jim Edmonds now at the plate. He reached out a walk his first time. Base knock right field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And now the first baseman, Mark McGwire. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like
a swing and a miss. That retires. New inning getting started. Leading off, Manny Ramirez. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That one felt good. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-1. Teal swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. Here's the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Not even close there. And that's ball one.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the third home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
2 balls.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. That's his 9th strikeout so far. And here's the first baseman, Carlos Santana. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Two down, nobody on. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Ramirez makes the grab, and that's the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back here at Citi Field, and here is Ted Simmons. Ball 1 there.
Well, these guys doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
That one in the dirt, and a count now even up. And that's in the dirt. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Next is the designated hitter, Larry Walker. The throw to second, back to first, and that is a double play. Now it's the second baseman.
Well, he made his pitch down in the zone. He got that ball on the ground. The double play he was looking for. Really good execution.
2 outs. That's outside, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a good eye there.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Tatis. And puts the squeeze on that one. And the inning is over. Back here in Queens, now the third baseman, Ellie De La Cruz. Skeens back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
That one in triple digits.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 2 in this one. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1. 0-1.
Swings through that one, out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And now Derek Jeter. Ryan Helsley gets the call from the pen.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And a swing and a miss, and it's a 3-up. Bottom of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Paul Molitor. Up the middle. Throw on to Santana. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Ellie De La Cruz digs in now. In the air, left field, down the line. He hauls it in, 2 away. And now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker, 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And there's a ball.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Up against the wall and brings it in. Top of the 6th inning. Now it's the DH, Kyle Tucker. And a curve is down and in. Helsley, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Here is Aaron Judge. He's already homered in this game. And the first offering is not close. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So now 1 and 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
2 down, bases empty. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Just missed. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2. Just misses there.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jim Edmonds. A walk, and he's also singled. That one way inside. Next offering is fouled back. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one almost got him. Check swing, now an appeal to third. And he held back, according to Ricky Halladay. 1 down, base is empty. And he chases that one. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. And now the first baseman, Mark McGuire.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That's too low. Ball 1. Two out, space is empty. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here comes a pitch. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Kyle Teal. New pitcher now, Matt Strom.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Catcher has it, fires the first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. Alfonso Soriano, the next to hit. And there's a foul ball.
Strom has a pretty cool hobby. Collects baseball cards of players who hit home runs off of them. I love the reason he does it. He tells people, if you hit a home run against me, you're good enough to collect.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Carlos Santana getting ready to hit. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Ramirez gets under it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Set for the last half of the 7th. And here's the catcher, Ted Simmons.
Now pitching.
Ball 1 and a pitch inside.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
And right back to the mound. Throws to first in time. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. And now the
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
first pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball. Well,
this is such a tough offense. That pitcher needs those pitches called for strikes. You don't want to give these hitters any more advantage. They're already bruisers.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Liner caught it second. Here's the second baseman.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact. You feel like you've done everything right, but in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. We're at the top of the 8th. Now here is Ellie De La Cruz. Strom back to work. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Bunting, but that's a foul ball. And that one upstairs, ball one. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Fernando Tatis. The new pitcher in the game, David Robertson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That misses. Two balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And El Nino is stifled for the K. 2 outs, base is empty. Now Derek Jeter. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. Tucker pulls that one down, and that is stepping in, Paul Molitor.
Third baseman, Paul Molitor.
To the right side, and that one handled. Got him on the off-balance throw. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Stepping in is the switch-hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Shortened the bunt and missed it, and it's 0-1. And it's strike 2. Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss. He struck him out in plenty of time to first, and a couple of quick outs. So digging in, Kyle Tucker. Pinch hitter coming on, William Contreras.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. Line drive, base hit down the line. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And that skips in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. At the plate, Kyle Tucker, 1 for 3.
Kyle Tucker.
That one the other way. In the dirt. Nice pick. Here's Aaron Judge at the dish. His 2024 season, ridiculous. He became the first player in 20 years to finish with a slugging percentage over 700.
Yeah, the last American League player to slug 700 was Mark McGwire, and Judge was the first Yankee to do it since Mickey Mantle.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. And down on strikes. 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. Manny Ramirez will hit next. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. Now one missed. This to third. Whips it across. And that's the third out. Well, one-run game. Here's the center fielder, Jim Edmonds. And that is downstairs. 1-0. And another ball. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. One-run game, bottom 9. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So up next. Mark McGuire. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Outside low. And that is ball 1. And that's in there at the knees. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. And now 2 balls and a strike. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Ted Simmons. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. And that's down and away.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Bautista is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
This was by no means an offensive outburst. Only 4 hits the entire game, but good teams find a way to win, and they did.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.